The advice I'd give my younger self is get comfortable making mistakes.
Instead of focusing on those negative things, focus on what you can be doing.
Exactly.
And what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That it gave me is what I don't want in life. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, yes, it's fun, it's all nice and all, but like sometimes you need to realize that like this is not for me. We decided to down a whole cup of Russian beer, no dash, in under 10 seconds.
Yo, boy! Yo, James!
I think everyone is brought on this earth with a purpose. Not everyone fulfills their purpose, but it's very important for you to want to. And if you want to fulfill it, then you actually act on it. You actually will. I'm not gonna take that away.
Subscribe!
I'm not
Damn, I got my hands tied up, I suffer in silence.
What is going on, good people? It's your boy Hlaxx Mashaba here, and welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, the likes, the everything. As you guys have read in the title, we have something very special lined up. This is the first episode of Where Are They Now? This is basically a show where we basically gather up with the most influential people, or people that are in the creative space, and just basically interviewing them and getting a sense of where they are right now, what they've been doing, and just getting a touch on their journey. The first guest for the show is actually going to be Bullet, my good friend. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video and let's get into it. Alright, big guys, like I said, the first guest of this show is the one, the only, the notorious Bullet Owethu Mthethwa. If you guys don't know him, he is a former, not a former member, yo. He is a member of the Boys RSA, the same as
We're
me.
both former members of the Boys RSA.
We're both members of the Boys RSA, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I just wanted to give him that introduction, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you guys haven't seen him in a while. It's good to have you, brother.
Shout out, my boy. First guest. That's a massive honor. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Bullet. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Hlaxx is my boy first and foremost. He's my brother.
Yes, sir.
We've grown up together, kind of. I've known this nigga since grade 5, maybe grade 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Owethu Mthethwa. I do a lot of different things. Right now, I'm a bit undecided on my path. Just figuring it out, taking it day by day. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I think the most important part is the fact that you're actually trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not just sitting around. But yeah, man, it's good to see you, man. As you guys probably don't know this, but I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Like,
Yeah, boy, it's been a minute, eh?
yeah, it's been a hard minute, but we are still friends, guys.
Of course.
Good. We're brothers, actually.
Brothers.
We're brothers always. Like, he's always
First and
gonna be my
foremost.
brother, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just get into the show, man. You obviously know what's going to be happening. It's basically just a touch on your journey, what's been happening. I actually gathered up a few questions. Obviously, this is the first one, so I constructed all of these questions myself. But moving on, I want actually the audience to get involved in the question making and elevating, you know what I'm saying?
Comment
So
who you want to
guys-
see next
Yeah.
and what questions you have for them.
Yeah, and also be sure to follow me on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And let's just make it a fun space, guys. I want to engage with you guys as much as possible. Be sure to like the video. And yeah, let's grow, guys.
It's
Let's
a
grow.
back door into our lives, you know.
Yes,
Give me
sir.
some insights, you feel me?
What was the most memorable moment of your childhood? And how does it shape who you are today?
Damn! That's deep, bro. That's deep. That's really deep. Let me think. I don't want to give
It doesn't
an
necessarily-
incorrect answer.
There is no incorrect answer. When you think about the answer to that question, just think about it in a broad perspective.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what is a moment in my life that shaped me,
Mm.
and how did it shape me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think for me, the moment that actually shaped me is my first year, bro. Like my first year
Of
in
uni.
in uni, which was last year, if you guys don't know. It genuinely shaped me because obviously I moved out of home.
Yeah.
You know, like yes, I did have freedom while I was staying at home, but like when I moved out, I actually got a sense of what being independent actually feels like. You know what I'm saying? I have to be more responsible. And when you're at home, like your parents put you in this shell. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm out of that shell. I'm actually experiencing life for what it is. And life is actually crazy, but we're gonna get into that as we continue with the show. But yeah, my first year was genuinely like, it shaped who I am, bro, if I'm being honest. I wanted to say high school in general, because genuinely high school did make me who I am. The Boys RSA.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
put us on a path.
Yeah, put us on a
A
path.
solid path.
You know, but
continuous path. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me say the Boys RSA and high school in general did put me on the path that I am on right now.
Same.
But in terms of what shaped me is in my first year, bro. Because obviously I'm a very self-aware person, and I went through a lot in first year, bro. Like, but that's something that we're gonna get into like as we continue.
There's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about. But yeah, first year, bro. Like, cause I learned a lot, like about myself, even. You know what I'm saying? Self-realization, self-acquisition, all of those things. So yeah, definitely first year for me because of everything that I went through.
I hear that. And when you answer that question, it actually gives me insights into my own answer.
Yeah.
And I definitely say my gap year.
Oh yeah.
My gap year was a year that built me. Like it genuinely made me grow up.
Yeah.
Like I got a job during my gap year,
literally.
bro. Like I did a lot. There's a lot that I should have done still. But you don't measure your life by the things that you should have done. You measure them by the things that you have done, your accomplishments.
Yeah.
So yeah, dog, like I genuinely did a lot last year, bro. Last year was such a growth year for me, dog. Like I went through a lot of lows, bro. Like really low lows, dog. And I built myself up every single time. Even coming into this year, I won't lie, this year's been great so far.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you, like it's been really good for me. So, my gap year definitely helped me gather myself, understand how the world works a little bit, obviously my knowledge is limited. I haven't been here that long, I'm not as wise as a 30-year-old nigga, you feel me? But my gap year definitely taught me a lot about life outside of dependence on your parents, like you said. There's a lot that happens in these streets, a lot that I haven't experienced still, so it definitely puts things into perspective. And my gap year helped me just manage with all that that roller coaster of the life, just it taught me like, yo bro, life is gonna get real, life is gonna get sucky, life is gonna be dope, life is gonna be happy, and you have to value those happy moments, And I guess that's what shaped me, bro. Like my gap year was very insightful. And I encourage people to take gap years, by the way. I'm a strong advocate for a gap year. Definitely release stress, especially if you feel like matric rocked you.
Yeah.
Like if you have a goal, I'm not gonna say take a gap year. If you have a goal and you wanna achieve your goals very quickly and urgently and you're very driven, that's great. But if you feel like matric rocked you, don't ever let anyone discourage you from taking a gap year. But also don't waste your gap year.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people like are discouraged by actually taking a gap year because they feel like there's something wrong.
Yeah, they feel like they're gonna get behind. They feel like they're gonna fall behind.
And
that's
guys, like, as much as like life, you're not gonna be young forever, yes, but it's very important to also just like center yourself. You get what I'm saying? If you don't know, if you're lost, it's okay to be lost. You know what I'm saying? But it's important when you take the gap year to actually just recenter yourself and figure out what you're trying to do. Like you said, don't waste your gap year if you do take one. So I think that's a very good answer, man.
Sure.
Moving on to the next question: if you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
It just came to me like that.
Yeah.
The advice I'd give my younger self is get comfortable making mistakes. Cause I've beat myself up for the mistakes I've made. Like, people I've hurt, I've crippled myself more than other people have crippled me when it comes to me fucking up. I'm that type of person. Like if I hurt somebody, it's going to hurt me that I hurt you. Especially, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it straightforward because this is a very deep and insightful video. In reference to my parents, because I've definitely disappointed them, and I know that there's a lot of things that I did wrong. But I have to learn to be able to make that mistake and talk to them still, because they're still my parents, bro. They love me regardless, and I know that, and they've emphasized that, you feel me? So I have to trust them and believe that, and just feel better making a mistake and just do better in the future, you feel me?
Yeah.
I want to tell my younger self that, because I've definitely beat myself up in high school and in my gap year.
Especially in high school. Okay, I can't say especially in high school, but I can like...
You can record.
Yeah, I can recall you actually doing that.
Yeah, it was very tough, But, I just want to tell myself, just give yourself some time. You're going to figure it out, dog, Don't stress too much about it. Don't beat yourself up. Just build yourself and get better, you feel me?
Yeah. I feel like advice I would give my younger self is don't take life too seriously sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because like I used to get scared, bro. Like I used to get scared. I used to get anxiety over the future of like, dude, am I actually gonna make it?
What if I'm not working hard enough?
What if I'm not working hard enough? Like what's gonna happen? What if I'm gonna be poor and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? But then I realized that like, dude, if you keep focusing on the negatives and you keep focusing on what if I don't do this? What if I don't do that? That's what you're basically bringing onto your life. Instead of focusing on those negative things, focus on what you can be doing.
Exactly.
And what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Let me scratch the don't take life too seriously. Just focus more on the positives and work towards the positives than focusing on the negatives. You know what I'm saying? Because you do get anxiety, bro. Like, what if I don't live the life that I want to live? You know what I'm saying? It's normal, especially if you want to succeed in life.
Those thoughts are going to come up.
Yeah, those thoughts are going to come up, but it's just the fact that I let it consume me so much that it stopped me from actually prevailing.
Yeah, you overstressed basically.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Instead of working on it.
Yeah,
you
instead of
thinking
working
about
on it, yeah, like
shit,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the advice I would give myself.
That's some good advice.
Yeah. What is the most adventurous thing you've ever done, and how did it change your perspective on life?
Jeez. I'm not gonna lie to you, I live quite a boring life. These niggas make my life interesting. When these niggas are around, when these chicks are around, shit just starts rocking, bro.
Yeah, like
so I must be
out.
honest. Yeah, I must be honest. My most adventurous moments have these gents in them. I feel like just my definition of being adventurous is doing something out of pocket for your own characteristics, basically.
Yeah.
And me being me, I was a very disciplined child. I love my parents and I respect them even to this day. But my most adventurous moment was when we just went out. I can't put it as one moment, but when we go out and I just have fun, bro. Like I worry about all the problems later, and I just have fun with my boys.
And
those are definitely my most.
Literally worries about the problems later. Like,
yeah,
when he says that, like, he's being for real, guys. Like, this guy will genuinely leave the house and not touch his phone at all. Like,
it was like
anyone. It's like I mailed Literally, it's so crazy, bro.
It's problematic, but I mean,
it's problematic, but I love it for you.
Yeah, I need that break, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of my life I've been trying to hold it together for everybody, trying to be the best person for everybody.
Yeah.
And I just need that weekend where I'm just like, you know what?
I'm gonna just do me.
I'm gonna do me. Do me. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I will apologize later. I'll make up for it. But I'm gonna do me for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely my most adventurous moments are moments when I've gone out with these gents, even other friends. I don't want to discredit my other friends, but when I go out and I just do my own thing, and the way that it's shaped me is it's helped me be more real. Like I know myself better because of it. You know, I know what I like. I know what I want to be. It just helps me. It gives me clarity. Obviously not in the moment. In the moment, I'm just turning up and I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But when I wake up in the morning and I realize how much fun I had, I can acknowledge the fact that I enjoy that type of lifestyle. You feel me? And then it just helps me understand where I want to be at that space in my life. So it's definitely that. I like that.
I feel like it's more or less the same for me. Like my most adventurous parts of my life is basically when I went out. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's more in the sense that, and the perspective that it gave me is what I don't want in life. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, yes, it's fun. It's all nice and all, but like sometimes you need to realize that like, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I can do this. Like, for me specifically, it's the clubbing thing, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. You haven't seen me in a club.
You haven't seen me in a club in a long time.
Because for me, bro, it's like, yeah, it's fun, dog. Like, it's genuinely fun, but like, it's not for me like that, bro.
It's a lot, dog.
Yeah, because like, the club life for me, bro, is very dark, eh?
I have to have it in fractions. You know, it's very nice to celebrate at the time.
Yeah,
you know,
like, I have to have it in fractions, but the rate that we were doing last year, bro. Like,
I wasn't even with these niggas most of the times they went out. And even I was like, nah,
guys,
I'm having too much.
It was crazy.
I'm having too much. These gents would go out Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Same week. And it's like,
so at some point it was Thursday to Sunday.
Boy, Thursday to Sunday.
But
every
like,
single day.
I'm grateful for the time. Yeah, I'm grateful for those moments because like you tend to like I said, you realize that like, okay, this is not what I want for myself. You know what I'm saying?
It gives you clarity.
Yeah, it gives you clarity, and like you said, it helps you figure out who you want and the lifestyle you want to live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, hey dog, like last year was crazy. Last year was crazy. I feel like this year I'm more centered, I'm more grounded because I've realized I've grown out of all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
But I'm grateful for those moments. So the most adventurous for me is the times when I went out with my friends. Yeah, definitely. Even back in high school, bro.
We're in high school, bro.
I think that's no lie. Like, remember the times when we used to just book for no reason?
Literally, we just book
service.
We own apartments.
Bro.
We own thingy. MD after party. MD after party was crazy.
Yeah, MD after party was one of the greatest times.
It was great. Yeah, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Also there, I was
And
being
it's the
adventurous. My mom literally told me, bro, you're not going to MD after party. Fine, anyway. I'm sorry, ma. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like it was.
Share a funny or embarrassing story from your teenage years and still makes you laugh today. I feel like for me, bro.
Yeah.
The funny one or the embarrassing one is it has to be Toho's party, bro.
Yo, boy. Yo, James.
I think that's the most embarrassing.
Now you were lit, bro. Like you're having fun, bro. It's like so.
I think that's the most embarrassing moment in my life. The part where like I jumped into the pool, I came out and it was like, yeah. I think like
Yeah,
guys, what's the story now? I don't even know if I can tell the full story.
They'll demonetize you, my boy.
But like, yeah, that's the most embarrassing. Like, okay,
Yeah,
but let me just
give them context, yeah, so they understand.
So basically, this date, Reggie and I, we decided to be Zgoras. You know, this is actually our Russian Bay experience.
Yeah, our Russian Bay story.
So
Everyone has a Russian Bay
we
story.
decided to down a whole cup of Russian Bay, no dash, in under 10 seconds.
It was probably this big, no lie.
Dog, it was like
They
those
filled it up.
styrofoam
Yeah.
cups, bro. It was like the big ones, bro. You know?
And they downed it.
And we downed it, literally. Hey,
That was
guys,
insane.
like,
I don't know why we guessed them up. Like, that was so
you
dangerous.
guys, that was, we could have
Like,
died.
that was genuinely so dangerous.
We could have died.
But me, in my defense, bro, this is why this memory I'll never forget also. That was my first time drinking ever. Like, that was the first time I
Yeah,
had
but like
drank, so
saying,
it was
it
very-
was more or less like
We were new to the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were new to the game.
game.
That's why we actually did that.
Yeah,
we
because
didn't
we
know.
were going crazy.
Like, bro, like I was going crazy, guys. Like, it was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
so bad. And I remember my dad picked me up that day when you could tell that, like, this bro. You even asked me, like, dog, did you drink? And I was like, nah. I wasn't looking at him the whole time. You know, the car ride, bro, I was literally looking outside like this.
Yo, boy, same actually.
The
My
whole
mom, my mom picked me
way,
up.
bro.
Yeah, same. I was also there just chilling, trying to be quiet and shit. Like, yo,
Boy, and like he asked me, did you drink? I was like, and I'm looking outside, bro. I'm like, I didn't look at him once. Like that day, he probably knew. Like,
Yeah, he definitely knew. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. But you
But
know,
like, it's a
just go to
teenage-
sleep.
yeah,
Just go to sleep.
As long as you're not acting a fool, it's fine. It's
Just
fine.
go to sleep.
You know. So yeah, I think that was my most embarrassing.
I wouldn't lie to you, bro. Me, it was teenage years, but it was like grade 7.
Yeah.
I got bad, bro. In front of in front of Liko. You remember Liko?
Oh.
You remember Liko past him?
Yeah.
And then thought Nani was a bully, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga was like, Amate, would you ever take this broom? So I'm walking past her. I just catch her straight, bro. Just walking past. She's like, would you ever take this broom? She was like, ew, no. I was like, shit. That day,
Can't be walking.
But I was just walking, dog, like I was genuinely just walking, bro.
That is so crazy.
I was like, yo. And I thought about it, dog, like I internalized it for some time, but luckily
Like,
you out of those
yeah,
things,
you,
bro.
you get over those.
Yeah, you get over
things,
those things, bro.
Because now you bullied. You're Owethu Mthethwa, bro.
Best
No one can
believe.
tell you anything.
Best believe. Cheers. Eat
Like,
one.
what is one hobby or interest you've developed recently that you never thought you would enjoy? I never thought I'd be a YouTuber, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never saw myself doing that thing.
Oh, like I did kind of not YouTube, but I knew I was gonna be an entertainer. I was always drawn to entertaining.
I feel like for me,
Yeah.
bro, I never saw myself doing this, bro. You
That's
know?
crazy. Mm.
Like, the main reason why I actually started doing the YouTube thing is mainly because of Reggie, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just helping my friend out. If I'm
Yeah,
being
like
honest.
that's just what it was.
Yeah, I was just helping my friend out, but like I actually grew to love him.
And we, yo,
Yeah, and I actually grew to
and we owe
love
that to the fans.
Yeah,
shout out
we
to
owe-
y'all,
shout
bro.
out to you
Genuinely.
guys.
If
And
y'all didn't
genuinely-
watch the videos, we
Mm.
wouldn't be here.
You know what I'm
Deadass
saying?
life
I
is
would
so
even
different.
have a channel right
Yeah,
now, you know what I'm
like,
saying? So
so
I think
thank you very much, guys.
that's
for having us.
genuinely a hobby that I genuinely like started enjoying, like, you know,
Mm.
because I even like start planning out my stuff. Like, my content isn't just content, because I feel like a lot of the time, like, people are just putting out stuff, bro, like camera on, shoot.
Mm.
You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So I'm
It's
actually like
curated. It's
I'm
planned.
actually like putting some time into it, bro,
Mm.
you know, because like for me, what I believe is the amount of effort you put into your craft determines how much success you're gonna reach.
Yeah, I hear that. Me personally, I don't think there's something that I do now that I never thought I'd ever like.
Yeah.
But there's definitely things that I've liked or learned or grown to like a lot more since I've grown a little bit.
Yeah.
And I would say my answer to that is sports, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I loved sports, bro. Sports in high school was the best shit ever. I was in the teams and everything. Like, I had fun. But after matric, I started watching sports and understanding sports. Even sports that I didn't know. Basketball, that I'm
Yeah.
a big basketball nigga now. You know this.
Yeah.
I didn't talk about basketball at all in matric. Ntando, Leander, and Maps knew more about basketball than me back then.
Yeah.
And I'm sure now I can smoke them. No cap.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dog, just sports in general, dog. And when we get to the question, or when we get to a section where we talk about our future and what we're trying to do going forward, I'm going to explain what sports means to me
Okay.
at this stage in my
yeah,
life.
I get
But yeah, that's what it is for me, no lie.
I think same for me, bro. Like, not sports per se, but I've learned to love being comfortable with being myself.
Real. Same.
You know?
I'm growing in that, but same, bro. Like,
And I don't mean that.
So important.
Yeah, I mean that in both ways. Like, being myself as in being myself, and being by myself.
Bro, can I be honest with you? Like, can I be dead ass with you? I'm swear.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the thing that I've grown to love more is being alone.
Yeah, same, bro. Not being alone per se, but like just being in my own space. You know what I'm saying? Because like, dude, I don't lie. For me specifically, like I learned a lot when I'm alone. You know what I'm saying? I learned to value things more. I think better. My mind becomes more elastic. You get what I'm saying? I think clearer. Because now, when you're with people all the time, there's always opinions that are flowing through your brain, and you don't necessarily get a sense of.
You don't get time to even think about them, or process them,
you get what I'm
understand
saying?
them,
or create your own thoughts. You get what I'm saying? So I think I value being alone more because it's like it helps me grow and helps me plan things better. You know what I'm saying? Like most of my most craziest videos was when I was alone, and I was just thinking like, hey, but this would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Then I just start getting into that. Most like me doing the business stuff that I can't get into right now because I'm still in the building phase of that. But the business stuff also, bro, it's when I was just chilling. I was like, but this would be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like I feel like people should be very content with being bored. There's nothing wrong with being bored. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes boredom is important for you to elevate.
Just think, give yourself that time to just be with yourself. Even if you're not thinking, just center yourself. Be in the moment for a second.
And do nothing.
Yeah, just be in the moment. Stop thinking about your future. Stop crying about your past. Just look at your life for what it is in that moment and be like, you know what? This is what it is. Let's move forward.
Exactly.
Let's just keep moving. No cap.
No lie, bro.
I value that. That time alone is very important, guys. You have to understand your own thoughts. You have to hear your own thoughts. A lot of people don't even hear their own thoughts. They're just reciting thoughts that they heard from everybody else.
Yeah.
So understand who you are. Form an opinion. I respect that. I respect people like that.
Yeah.
People that can talk.
Describe a major life event that completely transformed your outlook on life.
Yo. I don't want to overshare. This sounds a bit personal, but I'm definitely going to give context behind it because it's important to share stories that help you grow as a person. But yeah, going to be a time that I got in trouble with my father. That was, we even went to therapy for it and everything because it was deep.
Yeah.
So basically I disappointed him, bro. Like that was a point where I started rebelling, I guess, as every teenager does at some point. I didn't feel like I was rebelling at the time. I felt like, obviously I knew my parents didn't want me to do that, but I felt like, it was still in reason, kind of.
Yeah.
But that was me just trying to justify my shit. I acknowledge that I was wrong in the scenario because you're supposed to respect your parents. As long as you live in their house, their word is law, genuinely.
Yeah.
But that really shaped me, bro, because my dad wasn't even angry at that point. It wasn't a I'm a bad shit type thing. It wasn't a you're getting a hiding type thing. It was a bro, sit down. Let's talk. And he tells me his expectations for me and all that stuff, bro, like how I'm disappointing him and how everything that I'm doing might ruin my future and so on and so forth. Yeah. And for once, when you're not defensive, someone's telling you real shit, like they're correcting you, but you're not defensive, you're just listening and you're understanding. Yeah. And you're like, nah, I hear you. And you genuinely hear what you're saying. Yeah. That was definitely, I feel like, a moment that has broke me to this day. Obviously, I haven't, not obviously, but like, if I'm being honest, I haven't completely changed my ways. What I had to learn in that situation was communication. Like, I have to make my parents aware of the person that I am, and I can't get upset at them for forcing me into a mold if I can't communicate the person that I want to be and the person that I am in that moment. Respectfully, of course. Yeah. Respectfully. So, that moment helped me understand my parents better, because a lot of the time in my life, my parents were like my main problem. Like in my mind, it was always, I'm always stressing about my parents.
Yeah.
I found myself stressing about my family more than my education, my friendships. Like, it was just a recurring theme in my life. But during these past 2 years specifically, I've just grown, and my parents' relationship and I has gotten so much better because we've learned to communicate with each other. I always felt like my father must come to my side and understand me. And he explained why he can't do that and why I should meet him. And I was like, oh, you know what? I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. So I met him in the middle, and he came and met me somewhere as well. And we're better off for it, We still argue, of course, as every relationship with people does, You can't agree on everything. Yeah. But it's never that deep, We can actually have conversations now, which I appreciate.
Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah. That's dope. If you could have a conversation with any influencer or like public figure,
not South African specifically.
Yeah, not South African specifically, who would it be? influencer, like whoever, bro, businessman, a historical figure, basically, anyone, who would it be for you? Right now, the person that I would love to speak to,
dead or alive?
Yeah, dead or alive. For me, it's Iman Gatsi, bro. Like right now.
Iman Gatsi?
Yeah.
Who's that, bro?
You don't know Iman, bro?
I don't know Iman.
That guy has the keys to life itself. He has the keys to success, bro. Like genuinely, for me, that's one person that I would speak to, mainly because of how hardworking, dedicated, focused he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? This man made $1 million, right? $1 million at 18, bro.
That's crazy.
Dollars, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Studied his business. He has a single parent, you know? And just like me following his story and just being such a huge supporter of him and what he's doing, I think that's one person I would want to have a conversation with, because I won't lie, like, he inspires me, bro. He motivates me. And because of how I'm consuming his content right now on a regular basis, and I want to know what's going on. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a stan of that guy, you know? So having a conversation with him would genuinely change my life, especially because where I'm at right now, he has been there. You know what I'm saying? He overcame, I don't want to say the challenges. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the person that I would speak to.
I hear that. This whole time, I won't lie to you. This whole time I've been thinking of one name. That's just a recurring name, and I'm gonna speak on it because I have to speak on it.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a cliche answer as well, but I speak to Jesus. Like I just wanna.
That's beautiful though.
Like I genuinely just wanna. Like if I could have a
sentence. I feel like, don't you already though?
I do, but I wanna.
I like a conversation.
Yeah, it's like a conversation, bro. I just wanna sit with him and just talk about.
That's a
life. Just talk about life, bro.
That's a good answer. Like, I feel like I don't think about it in that way because I speak to God, you know, and I feel like I get the response that I need to get in this current moment in time. You know, God speaks to me through symbols, through my thoughts, bro, through my conscience, through everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think about it like that, but that's actually such a good answer, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like a conversation with Jesus would be like very life changing.
That would genuinely bend your life.
Yeah,
like
literally.
Like it's boundless, but you can't even imagine how much you can gain from a conversation with Jesus,
dude.
bro. Like a real conversation where he's sitting right here and you can tap him up and you can look at him, bro. Like in my mind, that's a moment within a million moments. Like it's an unbeatable moment, you feel me?
That's
like that's genuinely how I feel. No, like,
a memorable travel experience that
Durban
your horizon and challenged your comfort zone.
Durban. Let me think, whether the first one or the second. The first one. The first one was it expanded my horizons. Because it was a mess, dog. It was genuinely a mess, bro. Like it was a mess, dog. It was
so much of a mess that
we made the most out of it.
I genuinely can't believe it, bro.
Like it's like
the fact that we actually thugged it out, like we didn't
come back home.
That's actually crazy, bro. Like it was
everyone had the budget to come back home, and we said, now we're staying and we're gonna live off of this budget for the next few days, and then we're gonna go back home when we planned, bro. Like that was a great trip. I won't lie to you. Like it was very problematic though, yo.
Yeah, like
it was hard. Like, it was hard to have a nice time, but we fought.
But like we made sure that like
fought.
we here, boy.
We drove here.
Yeah, we drove here to Durban, and like we get there. They tell us that we can't book into the place that we booked because what is it?
We're young, 21, and it was Durban Rage. What is it called? Rage, man?
Yeah, they called us something Rage students.
Yeah, they said we're here for Rage, dog.
So they didn't allow us
because we know you guys are gonna host whatever.
At the time we're in grade. What grade were we in? Grade 10, 11.
No, it was 11. It wasn't grade 10. Grade 10 was too early.
End of grade 11.
Yeah, it was end of grade 11.
They literally telling us now we can't get
time dead as we weren't there for Rage though.
Yeah, we were genuinely just booking.
We were there to book,
so we had to book another place. And like obviously at the time, yes, we had the money, but like most of the money went to accommodation. So if we booked another place with our own money, we're done. We're flat for the entire trip. We're gonna be broke. So it's like now we have to involve our parents.
Yeah, we're calling our parents.
You know what I'm saying? But like that was actually such a nice experience.
Yeah, it was definitely a very.
That's one of the greatest memories I've ever had in my life. Just the fact, because that was the first trip that I've ever actually paid for with my own money.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was crazy.
And it was amazing.
It was ridiculous.
We obviously can't get into it fully because that's not what this video is centered around. But wow, bro, that was an experience. experience. Genuinely, this is just only the beginning, man. And I want you guys to genuinely like take it like that, bro. Like I don't want you guys to think
just sentiments of this.
Like, dude, this is genuinely just the
beginning. You have to grow.
You know?
And we have to motivate each other to grow. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I can sense the pattern in our group already that some niggas have already given up. Even myself, at some point, I feel like I was very comfortable, you know. And I don't want us to get comfortable. I want us to always strive for something more.
I won't lie. Like I also I can't say I was comfortable, you know. But no. Let me say I was comfortable. I was comfortable with how everything was going, you know, especially on the YouTube side. Because for me, I was getting paid even though I wasn't working. You know what I'm saying?
You're always getting income even though you're having shots.
Yeah. So that it actually started bothering me, not only on the Boys RSA, but even on my channel. Like I was getting paid and I'm not even shooting. So I just updated my threshold so that I only get paid if I put in the work. You get what I'm saying? So that's what made me not be comfortable. You get what I'm saying? That's what
to pull you out your comfort zone.
It needs me to push. It needs me to push in order if I want to reap the rewards. I need to put in the work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So yeah, man. What is the most valuable lesson you've learned from a mistake or failure you experienced?
You're selfish. That's definitely the answer I'd give. I was told I'm selfish. And all my life I thought I was the most selfless person ever. And then I realized maybe I am a bit selfish. Not because I intend to be or because I really am selfish, like I genuinely am unprovoked selfish. But it helped me understand basically that there's people's perspectives in play in the world, you know. My world is not confined to everything that I see. Everybody on the planet has a life just as complex as yours, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's living something. Everyone has a story. It's not the same, it's probably similar, but dog, it's real. You know what I mean? And I learned that I'm selfish in the sense that although I don't mean to be selfish and I don't mean to discredit you and how you feel and shit, I have to do my own thing. And that might make me selfish, but I have to put myself first at some point. But I have to acknowledge your perspective and not look at you like you're crazy, you know? You're still valid. You do think I'm selfish because I haven't put you first. But I have to help you understand that I can't always put you first. I have to put myself first. You feel me?
Consistency and discipline. Because I realized it, like, you know, like, on the YouTube space specifically, and like, this is me speaking to you guys specifically, like, it's not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to stay motivated to dropping content, especially because it's not just about releasing content. It's about the content that you're releasing. Is it actually the efforts that you're putting into releasing that content? Are you getting rewarded for them?
Do you see the growth?
You know what I'm saying? And for me,
you see the work.
At some point, I wasn't seeing the rewards, bro. Like I wasn't getting rewarded for the content that I'm putting out. And bro, me, I'm like, I put out good content, dog. I'm not gonna take that away.
Subscribe.
I'm not gonna take that away from myself. It's not even me being cocky. It's just me being confident in my craft because I know how much effort and time I put into this thing, bro. And the fact that I wasn't getting the rewards for me was like I'm failing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing enough.
I'm not doing enough. Then I just realized that I just need to stay disciplined, bro.
Yeah.
One thing that you need to think about is that when you go to the gym, bro, man, let's say you go to the gym today.
Gym and Hlaxx.
But like genuinely, like let's say you go to the gym today, you're not gonna get results today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When you invest in something, you're not gonna get that investment today. What determines whether you're gonna see those results and whether that investment is gonna grow is how consistent you are and how disciplined you are in that craft.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I realized. That's a lesson that I learned.
That's deep, and it's so true.
Genuinely,
like it's so true, and it applies to a bunch of different aspects of life. Yeah, it's not broad. It's not specific onto one thing. It definitely helps put everything into perspective.
Yeah, so that's what it is for me, bro.
Quote me on that. If a banana falls out the tree, something else happens in the world.
How has your perspective on friendship changed as you've gotten older, and what qualities do you value most in a friend?
Woo! I like that question. And this is gonna make me very focused because I'm gonna talk about the boys specifically because you guys are my best friends, bro.
Yeah.
Like you are genuinely my best friends, I can't lie. So the growth that I've gained from being a friend of you niggas is, first of all, you have to understand that friendship isn't limited to physical things. You know, it's not materialistic.
Yeah.
Friendship is about the heart and the connection and the soul and the spirit and all that stuff, bro. Like genuinely, it's about how you connect with somebody else, not about what they provide to your life, not about the entertainment that they bring or the clarity or the wisdom, but just who they are. You know, you have to hope to understand your friend, and you have to hope to give your friend a comfortable space to be themselves. You feel me? So that being said, what I've learned from my friendships recently is that you have to give people leeway. You know, you can't be expectant of anything. Okay, no, not that you can't be expectant of anything. Obviously, you should expect loyalty and trust and all that stuff, like all the real stuff. But like, you can't really hate someone for not providing what you want. Yeah. You just have to understand that. Oh, okay.
And that's just though it may be hard sometimes.
It's very hard, but it's just what it is. Like, I feel like that's a life lesson everyone should learn. It's not just about friendships. It's just who you are as a person and how you interact with other people. Other people are other people. They're gonna live their own lives, and they might be living bad lives. All of us might agree that they're living bad lives, but what are we gonna do? That's his life, bro. That's how everything is shaped up and made him who he is, and that's who he was, and that's who he wants to be, or she. Yeah. So just allow it, fam. Allow it.
I've just realized that like you can't have expectations with people, bro. You know, like people are always gonna be who they are, and you can't blame them for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame someone for choosing to prioritize themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we've seen in the Boys RSA, bro. Yeah. Like, people have chosen to prioritize themselves. And like, at first, I used to get mad about it because it's like, don't be prioritizing yourself. You're leaving the Boys RSA. What's supposed to happen with the Boys RSA? And that's because I was scared, bro.
Same.
It was genuinely because I was scared that like, okay, we're letting go of this thing. And I hadn't had figured out my life yet.
Same, yo, big same.
That's
like,
why
I don't know what
scared.
to do. Like,
that's why I was so scared.
I put all my eggs in this basket.
It's now like everyone is figuring out like what they're doing. It's like, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? Then I realized that, like, dude, instead of stressing about that kind of thing, focus on working on yourself and what you want to achieve. Like, dude, everyone is brought on this earth with a purpose. Not everyone fulfills their purpose, but it's very important for you to want to. And if you want to fulfill it and you actually act on it, you actually will. You know, I know that the path is not going to be straight. It's going to be like, that's how it is for me. You know what I'm saying?
For everyone.
This is the path. This is how I'm moving. But I always come to the path, go straight, move up, go straight.
Keep going.
What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The important thing is always just keep going. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've learned. Value in general is what I value in a friendship.
I hear that. That's a good point.
Valuing me and me valuing you. Do you add value to my life? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't talk to a lot of people. Like, dude, yes, we're cool, but not friends. Because you don't really do anything for me, bro. Like, yeah, sure, we have good conversations, but it's like, what are you actually doing for me? You know, not to say I want like something specific, but like, the value can be you making me happy. That is value on its own.
That's definitely
you making me laugh. Like, all of those things are value, but like, are you actually adding value to my life?
Real chats.
Am I adding value to yours? You know. So
what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? To the last question.
Last question. Okay.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone that looks up to you, Owethu Mthethwa? With everything that you've been through, all of your experiences, all of your mistakes, what advice would you give to someone that looks up to you?
Advice I would give to somebody that looks up to me is, if I were to talk to someone that looked up to me and they asked me what I should say to them to just give them a better life, basically, to just lead them in the correct direction, I would say, bro, your pain is your pain, your sadness is your sadness, your happiness is your happiness, your anger is your anger. Feel it, then let it go and move on to the next emotion.
That's so real, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that is so real. That is so real.
Like, I feel like that's what I'd share, dog. Because I know how much the world is suffering, dog. Like, I know how much everybody's going through stuff, and I hear you, bro. It's painful, I know. But life is gonna get better, dog. Like, it will, dog. Trust me, dog.
Yeah, that's
it will, bro. If you wanted to, like, just take it day by day and try to make it better.
I feel like, for me, what advice I'd give to someone that looks up to me, I feel like our supporters, dude, they genuinely have this perception that we have it all figured out. One thing that I want to tell you guys now, and I want to look at you right now, I'm looking at you in your eyes, is that I'm going to speak for myself. I don't have it all figured out. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I don't have it all figured out, but I'm genuinely working on bettering myself every day. You know what I'm saying? And how I better myself compared to how you better yourself may be completely different, but it's the act of wanting that for yourself. You get what I'm saying? I can rant all about how I'm doing it, but I don't want to do that because you need to figure that out for yourself. Because the same way I figured it out for myself, you have to do that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So advice that I would give to you is that I'm gonna keep it short. Is put some work behind that wish of yours. You can't wish something and just expect it to come. You know what I'm saying? You're actually gonna have to put in the work to actually bring that wish and make it a reality. You know what I'm saying? People like have dreams of being successful. They wish to be rich, but they're not actually putting work behind it. You know what I'm saying? And work doesn't mean that you have to become a forex trader or whatever. Like work can be you putting in work in your academics.
You studying
is work.
It's literally work is building you up. Yeah.
It depends on what you want in life. You get what I'm saying? So when I say put work behind that wish of yours, put work in whatever it is you want to do. And also alignment, guys. Alignment is very important. What is working for someone else may not work for you. And that's one thing that people need to understand. Yes, you might fear that, okay, the trainer is going to leave me, I'm going to be poor now, whatever. But if that is not what you're aligned to be, that doesn't align with your purpose on this earth, yes, you're going to reach a certain level of success, but you're not going to reach the heights that you're meant to reach.
What you want to reach even.
Like, with me, dude, I know that, like, for example, if I were to become like a public speaker, I don't know, like something that like is working for someone else, I wouldn't thrive in that because that is not my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to become forex traders because whoever's thriving in that, but is that aligned with your purpose?
Your purpose.
Yes, you're gonna make money, but is it aligned with your purpose? You get what I'm saying?
Finish your statement.
You know what I'm saying? So just alignment is very important. Put some work behind that wish of yours. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and it'll all work out in the end.
And work hard. Don't get used to a shortcut. It's like, ultimately, me and Hlaxx are just talking about growth, bro. Like, it's genuinely, life is a matter of day by day, dog.
Yeah. Just
don't
day by day.
Don't look at it as one big thing, bro. It's genuinely a bunch of different decisions. It's like a decision tree, the one that you learn in math, or probability what. You genuinely start somewhere, bro, and you just keep going. You don't know if you're going the right way, but you just keep going and you respond to the challenges as they come and you try to elevate yourself and do that. Genuinely.
Okay, guys. Honestly, that is the end of the video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It was lovely, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for being the first guest on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
It was lovely to connect with you on this level. I feel like I learned a lot about you.
I learned a lot about you too, bro.
And hopefully you guys did too. If you guys got this far, comment down.
When a banana falls down from a tree, something else happens in the world.
Danko, comment down exactly those lines. If you guys got this far, be sure to like the video, subscribe to The Bullet Show, subscribe to Meanwhile on the Floating Rock,
subscribe to the Hlaxx Mashaba YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. More content coming out. You know, I'm out here. Road to 50K, road to 100K. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
I love you guys.
Peace.
Cruising.